What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another SGN video where it's all sim all the time, and we are in the Detroit Lions rebuild series. We're Madden 23, and we just finished up our mid-season update. We are 1-6-1, and it has been a rough start. However, we noticed a few things in our update video. Number one, Tyus Bowser, our big free agent, not free agent, but trade that we made in the offseason, he hasn't been performing at all, and we gave up some assets for him. And so what we've done is we have realigned our defense. We've moved some players around to try to get them in better position to make plays for our defense. And we have also adjusted our playbook for Baker Mayfield as he has been struggling. And so with that, we are heading in to the second half of the season with our 1-6-1 record, and we're going to take on the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field. And boy, this was a fun one. Hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. Let's go ahead and get into the highlights. We're still using the sliders, no main changes, and guys, it is playing phenomenally. Like I said, here we are, Soldier Field, division rival, Lions versus the Bears, and division games always mean a little bit more even when your season is not going the way you had hoped or thought it would go. And this is a chance for us to go ahead and right the ship. Right off rip though, Chicago, they're going to get the football first. It's our first look at Justin Fields, and we are going to see how to handle him. And there's his season stats: 10-5 for touchdown interception ratio, not too bad. 1,600 yards, not too bad. And first possession of the game, they're going to try a screenplay, but we snuff it out, and Detroit forces an early 3-and-out. And that is going to be a trend in this game. Defense, defense, defense. There's Baker Mayfield trotting on the field. And although they haven't been winning, his numbers have been getting better. He has been throwing more touchdowns to interceptions the last couple games. He's been settling in the offense. He's been doing that by taking more checkdowns. He started to trust the process, like you see here, swinging out to DeAndre Swift instead of forcing the ball downfield. And what he's realizing is when you do that to live to see another day, then you can find your playmakers who make plays like that. Jameson Williams, who leaves the defender in the dust with a nice little spin move. And Baker's starting to realize when you take what the defense gives you, he has the weapons. Now, in this particular case, the drive stalled and the Lions were left with a field goal, but that's what he's learning. After forcing a Chicago 3-and-out, again, DeAndre Swift is going to take the ball and have his nicest run of the day. A very great run. It's going to keep the Detroit offense moving and grooving to start the game. 2nd-and-8. Baker's going to step back and thread the needle to Amon-Ra St. Brown to get the ball across the 50-yard line. Detroit's offense, they're coming out. They are in rhythm. 1st-and-10. Very next play. Baker's trusting his backs. He's going to swing it out to the left side and let them do the dirty work for him. It does lead to only another field goal as the drive stalls, but when your kicker is actually able to make field goals, as Austin Seibert has struggled with all year, these points actually matter. You're up 6-0. Chicago with the ball. We're going to show this play. 3rd-and-3. Why are we showing this play? It's their first down, and it took them the whole entire quarter to get that first down. Would this start something on offense for them? Well, Fields is going to step up and throw, hit his wide receiver on the crossing route, and now the Bears suddenly have a little bit of offense going here early in the second quarter, down 6. Fields is going to drop back. He's going to take a deep shot to the end zone, and it's broken up, and that would lead to a Bears punt. Good to see him trying to throw the ball down the field. Right after that punt, Detroit with the ball, play action. Baker's going to roll out, and he's going to find Jameson Williams wide open. The Bears were completely fooled with that play action rollout, and we found the wide receiver wide open in the field for a nice big chunk play to get the offense going right away on that drive. 2 plays later, after a 1-yard run, Baker's going to step back and could not feel the pressure come in. Chicago got home, picked up the fumble and had a nice return all the way to the 33-yard line. Baker was getting a little too comfortable with how good his offensive line was protecting him. 2 plays later, after the fumble recovery, Chicago with the football. Justin Fields is going to step back, and he is going to find his wide receiver cutting across. It's going to lead to a 4th and inches, and Chicago elects to take the 3 points instead of trying to go for it on 4th and inches. It is now a 6-3 ball game. Interesting choice right there to not go for it, 4th and inches. Detroit, after the Chicago field goal, Jamal Williams is going to bounce off his own teammate and go for 20. That is his biggest run of the day. It was the Detroit Lions' biggest run of the day. Gets their offense going yet again. They have had a strong start to the day moving the football. 3rd and 3 a few plays later. Baker's going to step back. He is going to take a deep shot to DJ Chark, who has it, and it gets knocked out on the hit. That is going to lead to 4th and 3 at the 49-yard line. But when you are 1 and 6 with a tie and you're Dan Campbell, you go for it on the road at the 50-yard line, because why not? Baker's going to step up and thread the needle to Amon-Ra St. Brown to convert the huge 4th and 3 play. This is going to set Detroit up in field goal position yet again. Few plays later, 1st and goal, Detroit going to swing out. Baker's going to find Jamal Williams on the screen. He's going to bounce it to the outside and get in just barely before the hit, and Detroit scores the touchdown, first touchdown of the game, and they're going to go up 13-3 with 2 minutes left to go in the half. That was a perfect play call against the defense in that scenario. Jamal Williams made it happen. Dan Campbell loves what he sees. What can Justin Fields do? 2-minute drill. He's down 10. He's going to drop back, 2nd and 6. Find his wide receiver, who's going to cut across the middle of the field and get a big play gain. 2 plays later, Fields going to step back. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to find his running back, David Montgomery, who's going to pick up another 1st down. Chicago's getting the offense rolling here in the 2-minute drill. 2 plays later, Fields is going to step it. This time he's going to scramble to the left and do it with his legs. He's going to go and he's going to get another 1st down. Chicago is moving the football in this 2-minute drill against the Lions defense. 2nd and 5, Fields is going to find the wide open wide receiver. He's going to get down to the 15-yard line with 50 seconds to go. 2nd and 9, 27 seconds left. Chicago, Fields, he's going to step into the sack, and whose name is that? Tyus Bowser. That is his first sack with the Detroit Lions after they traded for him in the preseason. Good to see him finally making his presence felt. That is going to hold Chicago to a field goal attempt on 3rd and 16 to take us to halftime, where the score is going to be 13-6. What an exciting first half. Let's see how the second half plays out. Detroit gets the ball first, and their first possession, they're facing 2nd and 9. Baker is going to drop back, and he is going to thread the needle to Jameson Williams right as he was going to get hit from the pass rush. Way to stand in there. You can tell from every week Baker's confidence grows. Now 3rd and 5. Baker is going to step up, fire it, find DJ Chark, who's going to pick up a 1st down. Detroit's offense is rolling yet again. In fact, they've only stopped themselves. They did, in fact, though, punt after that, and it would lead to Chicago getting a huge play from missed tackles, which have haunted Detroit all year with David Montgomery, and now they are moving the football just like they did at the end of the first half. Missed tackles, one of the things, if you remember last week, we gave up a huge touchdown to Randall Cobb off of a missed tackle. Another big play due to missed tackles here from Detroit. They have to address that in the offseason. Justin Fields back. They're trying trickery. They're going to pitch it. And we are going to see Darnell Mooney just absolute straight stiff arm and shrug off the Detroit defender as he gets a huge gain. This is going to set up a 3rd and 2 for Detroit. And on the read option, Justin Fields gets met by Aiden Hutchinson, who was not fooled at all. This was a huge play because there was nothing but green if he got outside. This is going to hold Chicago to a field goal attempt, which they would make, keeping the score 13-9. 13-9, very important. as we head into the latter stages of the game. Detroit back with the football, 3rd and 9 after that field goal from Chicago. Baker is going to step up. He is going to fling it to Jameson Williams, thread the kneel into triple coverage. What a throw where only his wide receiver could get it. That is going to extend the drive. A couple plays later on 1st and 10, Baker is going to step up, find Jameson Williams again. This time he gets in a catch and run situation. He's so fast, get him in open space, and he is good to go. This is going to lead to another Detroit field goal as the drive did stall out, but it's an important field goal as it pushes the lead to 16-9 or a touchdown game. That is crucial. Very crucial to be up by that 7 points as you go into the 4th quarter. After Chicago 3 and out, Detroit gets the ball back. 3rd and 16, and Baker is going to find TJ Hawkinson wide open off the play action. This is key. After Chicago went 3 and out and punted, Detroit is going to look to either score or at least take some time off the clock before you go ahead and give the ball back to Chicago. This was a great drive for Detroit as they were able to take a lot of time off the clock, and they did it uniquely, throwing RPOs, play action. They kept Chicago off balance, as you can see right there, on a little RPO action to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they were able to keep the drive going there. 2nd and 9 from the 41. They're going to hit him with the screenplay, try to catch him off guard, and Swift is able to catch it and bounce it outside, get another 1st down, and now they're in field goal range, and they're taking time off the clock. Tick, 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 tick. That is the last thing Chicago wants to see. It did lead to a field goal attempt for Detroit. Austin Seibert, he's been 3 for 3 for the day, but on this one, he hooked it just a little left, and it keeps it a 1-score game with 4 minutes left to go. Detroit took off plenty of time, but did they give Chicago too much time? On 1st down, though, Tyus Bowser makes his presence felt again as he sacks Justin Fields. This is going to lead to a very long 3rd down play for Chicago. 3rd and 12, and they were not able to get it. Detroit gets the football back. Key. Chicago's burned their timeouts. Baker's going to take a shot here, 3rd and 12, because if you don't convert, Chicago gets the ball with a minute left. The ball is dropped in the end zone by Amon-Ra St. Brown, but roughing the passer extends the drive and ends the game, and we're going to show for only the 2nd time this year Detroit in the winning formation, taking the knee as that roughing the penalty call extended the drive, giving Detroit their 2nd win of the game. Detroit moves to 2-6-1 in a very hard-fought defensive battle, 16-9 over the Chicago Bears. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the next video in the Madden series. Until then, peace.